A quiet African village surrounded by tall acacia trees and dusty paths. Life moved slowly and peacefully. Every morning the villagers woke up with the golden sunlight. Children ran along the narrow paths, and elders sat under the big baobab tree sharing stories about life and wisdom. Among the villagers was a young boy who loved learning about the world beyond his small village. He often watched videos on his old phone whenever he found a good internet signal. One afternoon, while sitting outside his small clay house, the boy suddenly heard a notification sound from his phone. Curious, he opened the message and his eyes grew wide with surprise. The message said, "Congratulations. You have been selected as the winner of a huge online giveaway." The boy's heart started beating faster. He could hardly believe what he was reading. His mind quickly filled with dreams. He imagined buying new clothes, helping his family, and maybe even changing his life forever. For a moment, it felt like luck had finally come to his small village. The boy looked around at the quiet huts and the dusty road, wondering if this message was truly a sign of a new beginning. But something about the message also felt strange. The boy had never entered any giveaway before. He stared at the phone again, reading the words carefully. Was this really a lucky moment? Or was there something more behind the message? At that moment, the calm village breeze moved gently through the trees, and the boy realized that sometimes things on the internet are not always what they seem. Before making any decision, he knew he needed to understand the truth behind the message. The young boy could hardly control his excitement after reading the message. His eyes sparkled with hope, and his heart raced with joy. In his quiet African village, where life was simple and opportunities were rare, the idea of winning a huge online giveaway felt like a miracle. For a moment, he believed that this message could change everything. He stood up quickly and walked outside his small clay house, holding his phone tightly in his hand. The warm African sun was slowly setting, painting the sky with shades of orange and gold. Children were still playing in the dusty paths, and women were returning home carrying water pots on their heads. Everything around him looked the same as always, but inside his heart, everything felt different. The boy began to imagine what he could do if the giveaway was real. Maybe he could buy better clothes for himself and his family. Maybe he could repair their small house, or even help the people in his village. His mind was full of dreams and possibilities. For the first time, he felt like something big might happen in his life. He looked again at the message on his phone, reading it again and again to make sure it was real. The words still said the same thing. "Congratulations. You won a huge online giveaway." Each time he read it, his excitement grew even stronger. But deep inside his mind, a small question started to appear. How could he win a giveaway that he never even joined? The thought stayed quietly in the back of his mind, while his excitement continued to grow. The boy knew this moment felt special, but he was not yet sure if it was truly luck or something else waiting to be discovered. As the boy stood outside his small clay house, still staring at the message on his phone, his excitement was impossible to hide. He kept reading the words again and again, imagining how much his life could change if the giveaway was real. The warm evening breeze moved gently through the trees, and the village slowly became quieter as the sun began to set. Not far away, under the large baobab tree where the elders often gathered, an old wise man noticed the boy's unusual excitement. The elder had lived in the village for many years and was known for his wisdom and calm nature. People often came to him for advice whenever they faced difficult decisions. The elder slowly walked toward the boy, leaning slightly on his wooden walking stick. His eyes were kind but observant, as if he could already sense that something unusual was happening. When he reached the boy, he smiled gently and asked, "My son, why do you look so excited today?" The boy quickly showed him the message on his phone and said with great joy, "Look, I just received this message. It says I have won a huge online giveaway." The old man carefully read the message on the small screen. For a moment, he remained silent, thinking deeply. Then he looked at the boy and asked a simple question. "Did you ever join this giveaway before?" The boy paused and shook his head slowly. "No, I don't remember joining anything like this." The elder nodded thoughtfully. He had seen many things in his life and understood that not everything on the internet was always honest or safe. With a calm voice, he said, "Sometimes, messages like this are not what they appear to be." The boy's excitement slowly turned into curiosity as he realized that the elder might know something important he needed to hear. The boy listened carefully as the old elder held the phone in his hand and looked at the message once more. The evening sun was now lower in the sky, and long shadows stretched across the dusty village ground. The calm atmosphere made the elder's words feel even more serious. The wise man slowly handed the phone back to the boy and spoke in a gentle but firm voice. My son, the world of the internet is very big. It connects people from many places, but it also hides many tricks. The boy looked at him with curiosity, his excitement slowly turning into concern. The elder continued, sometimes people send messages like this to make others believe they have won something valuable. They promise money, gifts, or big rewards. But their real goal is not to give anything. Instead, they try to take something from you. The boy frowned slightly, trying to understand. Take something from me? But I don't have much, he said. The elder nodded wisely. They may ask for your personal information, your account details, or even money for something they call a processing fee. Many people around the world fall into this trap because the message looks exciting and real. The boy looked again at the phone screen. Just moments ago, the message had filled him with joy and dreams. Now it felt different, like a puzzle he had not fully understood. The elder placed his hand gently on the boy's shoulder and said, excitement can sometimes make us forget to think carefully. Before trusting any online giveaway, you must always stop, think, and check the truth. The boy realized that the message might not be a gift from luck, but a test of his wisdom. After listening to the wise elder, the boy felt his excitement slowly change into careful curiosity. Just a few minutes earlier, the message had seemed like a dream come true. Now he understood that he should not rush into believing everything he saw on the internet. The boy looked again at the message on his phone. The words still promised a huge prize, but this time he paid closer attention to the details. The elder stood beside him quietly, allowing the boy to think for himself. In the peaceful village, the evening air had become cooler, and the sound of crickets began to fill the silence. Instead of replying to the message immediately, the boy decided to investigate. He opened his phone browser and tried to search for the name of the giveaway. He looked for information about the company that supposedly organized it. As he searched, he remembered the elder's advice. Always check the truth before trusting anything online. The boy also noticed something strange in the message. It asked him to click a link and provide personal information to claim the prize. That made him pause. The elder had just warned him about messages that ask for private details. Slowly, the boy began to realize that the situation might not be as simple as it first appeared. What had seemed like good luck could actually be a trap designed to fool people who were too quick to believe it. The elder watched patiently as the boy continued checking the information. Finally, the boy looked up and said, I think I understand now. Before accepting any online prize, I must always make sure it is real. The elder smiled with quiet pride, knowing the boy was learning an important lesson about the digital world. The boy continued searching for information on his phone. The truth slowly began to reveal itself. The more he read, the more he realized that many people around the world had received similar messages. Some of them believed the message immediately and followed the instructions without thinking twice. The boy discovered stories from people who had trusted those messages. Some were asked to send a small payment to claim their prize. Others were asked to share personal details like their account information or passwords. Sadly, many of them later realized that the giveaway was never real. Instead of receiving a prize, they ended up losing something valuable. The boy's excitement completely disappeared, replaced by understanding and caution. He looked at the elder with serious eyes and said, If you had not warned me, I might have believed this message and followed the link. The elder nodded calmly. That is why wisdom is important, he said. The internet can bring knowledge and opportunities, but it can also bring deception. People must learn how to recognize the difference. The evening had now turned darker, and the village lights slowly began to appear inside the small huts. The boy felt grateful that he had taken time to think before acting. He realized that patience and careful thinking could protect him from many problems. He deleted the suspicious message from his phone and took a deep breath. What once looked like a life-changing opportunity was actually just another trick hidden behind attractive words. At that moment, the boy learned an important lesson. Not every online giveaway is real, and trusting something without checking the truth can lead to trouble. Wisdom, patience, and awareness were far more valuable than any quick promise of easy rewards. As night fell over the quiet African village, the boy sat under the large baobab tree, reflecting on everything he had learned that evening. The stars were beginning to twinkle in the clear sky, and a gentle breeze moved through the village, rustling the leaves and carrying the distant sounds of children settling down for the night. The once exciting message on his phone now seemed small and empty compared to the lesson he had received. The boy thought about his earlier dreams, buying new clothes, helping his family, and changing his life with the giveaway prize. For a moment, he felt a pang of disappointment. But then he remembered the elder's words. Excitement can sometimes make people forget to think carefully, and wisdom is more important than sudden luck. He realized that the true treasure was not the prize, but the understanding he had gained. He looked at the phone one last time and smiled. This message may have promised me wealth, but it has actually given me something far more valuable, he thought. He had learned patience, awareness, and the importance of questioning everything before blindly trusting it. The wise elder placed a hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "Always remember, my son, not everything that glitters is gold. Some things are meant to teach us, not to give us what we want." The boy nodded. From that moment, he promised himself that he would always check, research, and think before participating in any online giveaway or opportunity. The village remained calm and peaceful around him, but inside, the boy felt stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges of the world beyond his small village. And so, the powerful lesson remained clear. Watch this before participating in any online giveaway. Think, check, and protect yourself, because wisdom is the greatest prize of all.